Hello guys, as you saw the title in the thumbnail, right now we are in the flight simulator and at the world's highest airport. No, sorry, world's longest runway. World's highest airport will be next time. So this is world's longest runway. I think it's 5 kilometers long, bit more than 5 also. So it's not widest runway. Even the biggest plane to fly here is, guess what? The A320. And guess why? Because this is the world's second highest airport. The highest is Daocheng. This is Kamdobangda Airport, which is the world's second highest airport but the world's longest runway. So actually let's just do a takeoff in the Cessna 172. Because the air is so thin here, your planes need a lot of thrust, let's say. You need a higher takeoff speed also here. So it takes longer for you to gain the speed also. It takes longer for you to say, how do I say this? It takes longer for you to, it takes a higher speed also. It doesn't only take a higher, we're only at 14 knots. Let's actually try a flap 0 landing, flap 0 takeoff, 50 knots. Suddenly our engine just went a bit quiet. Let's actually pull a rotation now. See, it just doesn't want to take off. Even if you see the AOA, it's going crazy. I'm gonna give max flaps, around 30 degrees worth of it, and it still struggles. You can probably use the entire runway and you'd still be struggling. And you have a lower maximum speed also, so practically this is the only speed that you can have unless you're not trying to go down. It is so hard to fly here, like it's so hard with this input lag I've been having today. For some reason it is even harder. I just hope this plane doesn't stall so much. Ugh. We'll have to cheat ourselves up. That felt like a rock, even faster than one. And we have control of aircraft. You actually always need to fly with flaps 10 over here. So there are some people over here who practically need this airport. It's very high up. Many times there's snow here also. Let's actually give it some snow. I do not like weather turn on because that always gives me a bit of, say, that's a blizzard. That's worse than a blizzard. Oh my god. Okay, yeah, totally. Because we have the display in the Cessna 172, which only happens to be on a flight sim, you can see the runway even with zero visibility. Not on the IFR map. This little display helps more on the IFR map. Okay, the IFR map. Oh, did we hit the ground? I didn't even notice. I'm giving maximum throttle. Wait, is our mixture a bit lower than max? Oh wait, our mixture was not 100%. Why was that? I do not know. But we're still having the same kind of performance, nothing different. Okay, I am still struggling. But this is normally the situation here. Maybe it's cold but not always snowing, I'll guess. Yeah, something like that. It's always cold over here but not always snowing. Let's actually bring an A320 here. And then we can go with the A330 and then the 747. Currently we are racked up 4 minutes and 9 seconds. Okay. And nowadays I keep track of the time so I don't over stress you guys from watching. So you guys think this video is boring. Or yeah. Well, the A320. Like imagine if you had one engine failure here. It's so high up that you need two engines to keep you up here. Gamda Bamda. Bangda, yeah, Kamdo Bangda. Let's actually make a landing here, and we're on 21 kilometers off, 10 nautical miles. Right? Yeah, let's go. It'll take a while for this to load up. Actually, it might happen considerably fast. Since the last video, my loading time was non-existent for the first. Yeah, my GPU listens to me nowadays. What a. Okay, first we need to get some visuals on the runway also. Okay, just see, we're already at 120 knots with flaps 35. Actually, I'll give flaps 20 so we won't have to overstress our engines to maintain loft. I still want to be going down though. I don't have visuals on the runway. I still want to get my Vihaan map out. We're deviating a bit, not too much, but we are deviating a bit. I want to stay on course. Now don't we? We're currently at 191 knots and we're going up. That's not good. Flaps 15 works? Actually, I see the runway, don't I? No, that's not a runway. Or is that? Is that a runway? Okay, maybe we just have to do way more over here. That possibly could be the runway, that little white patch over there. So cockpit landing for this. Yes, that is the runway, isn't it? Confirm that the runway. See, there's a lot of terrain around here also, so it's a bit dangerous. That's why you shouldn't fly here if in no visibility, if you don't have that non-existent map that says that the small planes have in this simulator. Come on, bend down. Yep. Kamdo Bangda Airport. It's at 15 degrees, it's only 200 knots. Wait, no, I do not want speed brakes. Even braking here is a bit of a problem because reverse thrust also comes non-existent. Once I flew here, my reverse thrust was working so slowly then I realized, yeah, obviously it's gonna work slowly. And I'll just cut off the throttle. This is the part of the runway in which you cannot land it. This little strip. So like this one only you can land in, where the markings start. So practically this is part of the runway that you're not permitted to land in. You want to use every inch of this runway, but sadly I cannot do that. This airport is at an altitude of 14,000 feet, so you get it. It's, yeah, this landing is already terrible, I can tell, but I really want to get on the ground. Again, my flying skills. We only have half of the runway left, and I just held my chair thinking that it was an actual, let's say, joystick. Reverse thrust. Get down on the ground. Stay down. That landing sucked. Yeah, it's gonna be tough to land here. We used up around 3 kilometers of runway and we can barely make a stop. Actually, we can't stop. I just engaged my parking brakes. Nobody really does that, but I just did. And we still couldn't make that landing. Let's just skip the A330. Let's just go directly to the 747. 747 takeoff? Yep, let's do that. 747 takeoff it is. Where is that? Airliners. 747. Let's go with a small Air China livery so we can get some sort of Chinese feel onto us. Did I download Air China? No. By the way, I used the download the Air China is there, but it just has a normal face, so I'm a bit. Come to Bamda, let's give a departure. Let's use the legal allowed limit. We'll not use the biggest plane to fly here is the A320, just to remind you guys again. How much time have we racked up? We're sitting at 9 minutes and 59 seconds for 10 minutes. You know what, let's just give this takeoff and then give a conclusion. Come on, load up. Load up. Load up. Okay, yeah. Let's make sure we have flaps 0 so we have maximum speed capabilities. This is not actually our channel livery, is it? Yes, as you can see, out of this 5-kilometer runway, that part is not allowed to be used. So to give max throttle, keep our parking brakes on till our engines don't fully rev up. And we have 99% throttle. We'll give flap 0 until we have a bit of speed, then we'll deploy our flaps. And 5-kilometer runway. 40 knots. I think this plane will be relatively easy to take off. Though it does not operate here. It still would be, I guess. Nope. This is gonna be a tough one. This is gonna be a tough takeoff. I think Swiss001 tried this and he barely did it with using the illegal limit, you know. We're already at 1. I'll deploy flaps now. Let's hopefully pray that we can come fast enough. Let's go departure. Rotate! Rotate, rotate, rotate. Barely rotating. Bro, please rotate, please rotate, please rotate, please rotate. And that was a tail strike. And a terrible rotation, and we're stalling. We are stalling. I want our AOA to flatten out before I continue our. And yeah, 747. Say minimum load could operate here, but who likes a minimum load 747? Yeah. So that's it for today's video, guys. Now with a super long outro. Like the video if you liked it, dislike the video if you did not like it, comment if you want to ask me anything, and subscribe if you loved it and want some more content. Until then, goodbye.